My name is Lily. I'm 26 now, but the story I'm about to tell started years ago, when I believed that being someone's best friend meant you were irreplaceable. I met Noah in our first year of college. He was the loud one in the back of class, always late, always laughing. I was the one who sat near the front, always early, always quiet. I don't know how it happened exactly, but one day he sat next to me, asked to borrow a pen, and didn't stop talking until the class ended. That became a pattern. He talked, I listened, he laughed, I smiled, and soon he started calling me his best friend. Not just friend, best friend. We did everything together. Studied for finals, pulled all-nighters, got coffee from the same awful vending machine in the library basement. When his dog died, I skipped my midterm to sit with him. When I got my first internship, he was the first to celebrate me. We created our own language of looks and laughs, our own rituals. The midnight walks after a bad day, the shared playlists, the inside jokes that made no sense to anyone else. Everyone assumed we were dating. I wished we were. But every time someone asked, he'd laugh it off. "She's just my person," he'd say, "my safe zone." And I clung to that title like it meant more than it did. Through the years, he dated other girls, but none of them lasted long. He always came back to me, for comfort, for advice, for company. One night, senior year, he showed up at my apartment crying. He had just been dumped. I made tea, put on his favorite movie, and let him fall asleep on my shoulder. That night, I thought, maybe now he sees it. Maybe he understands. He didn't. He thanked me the next morning, then texted someone else by lunch. Still, I stayed. Because I believed loving someone quietly was noble. Because I believed that being there through everything counted for something. I told myself love didn't need to be returned to be real. After graduation, we both moved to the city. Different apartments, but we still met weekly. Same coffees, same laughter. I helped him furnish his place. He helped me practice for job interviews. We were each other's constants in a world that kept shifting. Then he met Julia. She was beautiful, bold, the kind of girl who walks into a room and owns it. He was mesmerized. Within weeks, they were inseparable, but he still called me, still texted, still came over when they fought. "I don't get her sometimes," he'd say. "She says I'm too close to you." I shrugged. "Maybe she feels threatened." "She shouldn't," he said. "You're my safe zone." That word again. One evening, he brought Julia along to our usual coffee shop. It felt strange watching someone else sit in my chair, laugh at stories I had already heard. I smiled, but my chest felt tight the entire time. Then came Julia's birthday party. He invited me, hesitantly. "Just come," he said. "Don't overthink it." So I went. Wore the blue dress he once said made my eyes look like the ocean. The apartment was full. Laughter, music, clinking glasses. I stood in the corner for most of the night, holding a drink I didn't sip. Halfway through the night, I walked past the guest bedroom and froze. Julia's voice. "She's always around, Noah, like a shadow. She's just my friend. She's in love with you." Silence. Everyone sees it but you. And honestly, if you needed her so badly, maybe you should date her instead. More silence. I waited, holding my breath. Then Noah said quietly, She's my backup plan. I don't want to lose her, but she's not the one." I felt something collapse inside me, a truth I had refused to see. I had waited for my turn, convinced it would come, but I was just an option, a placeholder for when things fell apart. I left the party without saying goodbye. I remember walking through the city that night, heels clicking on pavement, tears I refused to let fall. I looked up at the windows of apartments where other people were laughing, dancing, loving each other out loud. And I wondered, why not me? That night, I didn't cry. I just packed up the box of memories, photos, notes, ticket stubs, and shoved it under my bed. That dress, the blue one, went into the donation bag the next day. The next morning, I didn't answer his call. And I didn't answer the next day, or the day after that. Weeks passed, then months. Eventually, he stopped trying. I saw on social media that he and Julia got engaged. A beach photo. Her hand on his chest, a ring sparkling in the sun. I didn't like the post. I didn't say congratulations. I just closed the app, made tea, and sat with myself. Because I wasn't a backup plan. I was a whole person. And someday someone would choose me first. Not when it was convenient. Not when all else failed. First. Have you ever been someone's safe zone until they found someone they were brave enough to love? Tell me. Because I know I'm not the only one. And if you're still holding on, waiting to be chosen, let me be the one to tell you, you don't have to wait anymore. You're already enough.